USWA Championship Wrestling. Corey, we got a big USWA title match coming up later on, and as a result, the action has already begun. Doug Gilbert going against the Colorado Kid, and one ominous thing I don't like too much over in Doug Gilbert's corner, it's the Dream Machine down there.
That's exactly right. Colorado Kid wrestling out of Boulder, Colorado. Now makes his home in Nashville, Tennessee, and he's going to work on dangerous stuff. Gilbert, nice arm drag, kicks him down to the mat by the Colorado Kid. What a day of action we've got today, Dave.
You're exactly right. Troy Graham, the Dream Machine, over here with some sort of comment claiming the Colorado Kid pulled Doug Gilbert's hair. Doug and Dream Machine, of course, partners in a couple of recent matches. Falling out between the brothers, Doug and Eddie. Doug is not real thrilled with Eddie's choice of partners in a recent match or so. But anyway, we'll try to talk to Doug a little bit more about that later on.
Dream Machine having a time here at the ringside, standing in the corner of Doug Gilbert. And he is just tickled to death today, I tell you. We'll take a look also at the action of the Moondogs taking on Billy Joe Chavez and Don Bass. All of that action has been going on. What wild action between these four here in the USWA. We'll be taking a look at that, a little recap.
They have had some kind of matches over the last few days. They had one involving a handicap match. We'll see some highlights of that. And also, the Moondogs scheduled to go right here today.
Yeah, exactly right. Big open hand from Doug Gilbert. Yeah, I saw it, Troy Graham. The Dream Machine is ringside. Here on Doug Gilbert. Gilbert starts up for Colorado Kid now. Man, sets him up for the DDT in there. Colorado Kid is out, and Gilbert taking his time and follows up on the Colorado Kid.
Gilbert very overconfident there. He let his opponent lie there in the ring, give him recovery time, but now Doug back on top of him. You know, Dream Machine, why is he out here? I'm not sure, but what he should be contemplating his upcoming match here. Well, you know, you've got a USWA title match coming up not too long right now. He's out here with Doug Gilbert with his match. I'm not sure most coaches would let their championship caliber teams do that.
No.
But, I don't know. We'll see.
Colorado Kid wants to work in. Ooh, big back drop on dangerous Doug Gilbert. Gilbert, nice feet. And the Colorado Kid. Boy, standing in. Holding his own in today on USWA Wrestling. Nice left kick from the Colorado Kid.
I wonder if Doug Gilbert is thinking now, hey, maybe I should have pinned this guy when I had a chance earlier.
And again, another good move. Oh, yeah, we see why the Dream Machine's out here now. Trips up the Colorado Kid as he was coming off the rope. What about that, Graham?
Interference by the Dream Machine.
He's
You saw it.
now.
You saw it. There's the cover. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
what's going to do it? Doug Gilbert gets the win with a big assist in there. Let's give the Dream Machine an assist for that win, and Doug Gilbert gets the pin over the Colorado Kid.
Doug was very nonchalant. He had his legs crossed. Says, I got to cover the count of 3 after Dream Machine interfered. But Doug Gilbert does have his hands raised. The referee attends to the Colorado Kid. He appears to be okay, but a tough outing here, thanks to Doug and the Dream Machine. We'll be back with more USWA Wrestling in a moment. An unlikely pairing, but Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher together.
And what a team they made.
Take a look at some of the highlights, and then we'll have more to say after that.
Big body slam from Adam Bond. Whoa, he misses with elbow roll. Bond misses. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert gets up, catches the Dream Machine with a big boot. Oh, look at that! Eddie Gilbert caught Adam Bond with the fire. I don't want to speculate in there. It looked like a tough hole. Look at that, too. Three, they got it. They got Adam Bond with the 1, 2, 3. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher get the win in 10 minutes and 3 seconds. Gilbert and Christopher defeat Adam Bond and the Dream Machine. What a win for Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher. Tom Gilbert special referee in that one. And Christopher and Gilbert get the win in 10:03. Him back, but Christopher not letting up on Doug Gilbert. These two just do not like each other. Eddie's trying to keep peace in the camp. Not doing any good though. Doug gets up, yells away on Christopher. Doug Gilbert and Brian Christopher. Right away. Hey, let's ring it, Bob. Ring the bell up. Yeah, man, oh man. A big fight in it all because of Doug Gilbert in that.
In a match, and Brian Christopher and you're not seeing eye to eye with, and other things.
Well, you know, Dave Brown, every week almost I see either Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher, or even my brother, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, call somebody out here because they want to talk to them about something. So what I'd like to do is, Eddie, if you're back there by a monitor, I would like you to come out here. Dave Brown, I just want to ask him a couple of things. That's all I want to do. Just a couple of simple things is all I want to ask him.
There he is. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Doug's brother headed this way, and I don't know exactly what you got in mind, but he's here.
Well, Dave Brown, you know what I got in mind? I just wanted to look at Eddie face to face and tell him, you know, myself, Wildfire Tommy Rich, and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert was one of the best trios in professional wrestling. We beat them all, Dave Brown. But I've got one big question for Eddie. When it comes down to Brian Christopher and myself, see, Dave Brown, the first question I want to direct to you, Eddie, and ask you, why did you pick Brian Christopher to be your partner?
Okay, that's fair. All right. Doug, you yourself stood out here last week, and you told me that you had one of the most important matches of your life last week coming up. You didn't even want to think about me, Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler, or anyone else. All you wanted with your mind on was that match you had. And knowing that, and knowing that Brian Christopher came down to save my rear end that week from Tommy Rich and the Dream Machine and Atom Bomb, that's the man I picked because you were not available to be my partner, and I didn't want you to have to wrestle 2 times that night, to be very honest with you.
Okay. I want to ask you one more thing. Now, Eddie, have always, if something that you have needed, have I not done it for you? Whatever you've needed, have I not done it for you?
I don't really think this is the place we talk about this kind of stuff, but yes, you've done anything I've ever asked you to do if I ever needed you, but also in the same turn, I've also done the same for you. I've done everything you've ever needed, and if you ever needed help on anything, I was always there for you, right or wrong.
Well, okay. Okay, I want to ask you for one thing, and we will say...
One thing, though. You were talking about Tommy Rich just a while ago, and
Yeah.
us being a trio. Well, actually, we were more like family,
Yeah.
okay? All right. Also, if you'll think back about it, Doug, when I'm just watching that tape again and you going after Brian after the match, I had a strange decision I had to make after that. A crazy decision, one of the worst I've ever had. What I'm trying to say to you is Brian Christopher was also a person that we called our brother at one time up and down these roads. And for you
Okay,
to stand
okay.
out here and talk about him, I don't like that.
Okay. Okay, I'll let you have your say. But I never called Brian Christopher and said he was like my brother, because I never liked him when he rode with us. You did. I have always hated his guts. But
Don't lie out here in front of these people. Yeah, can we just get to the point?
okay, I want to ask you, and this will tell me, like you said, Tommy, before Wildfire Rich, he's like a third brother to the Gilberts. You're exactly right when you said that. But
Steele?
well,
Okay.
let me ask you one thing, and that's it. And I want to ask you another thing after this.
Okay.
Dave, I've got a very important match tonight, or Monday night, and I want a special referee. And I want you as a special referee. If you remember, I was your special referee, and I refereed right down the middle. Did you not see 1, 2, 3? I know you did, so I'm going to leave it in your hands. What do you say? I ask you sincerely, I ask you to be my special referee against Brian Christopher.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I should have known something like this was coming up anyway. You're wanting to see now for sure whose side I'm on.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Last week, you stood out here, and as my brother, you agreed to be the referee. And I got to say this for you did referee the match right down the middle. You didn't let me get away with anything, Brian, or the other two guys. But I tell you what I'll do. I'm going to be the best referee you've ever seen, and I will be your special referee for this match.
Here's your answer, Doug.
So, Dave Brown, if what he is telling me is the truth, all of you people, if Brian Christopher can't hold on to his USWA title today, I guess, Dave, you have told everybody he's got to wrestle the Dream Machine, another one of my men, right, Dave Brown?
I've told him, yeah, he's got a match coming up here to defend the title.
Brian Christopher, you had rather walk through hell than you had get me in the ring. And Dave Brown, my brother's special referee, I can guarantee you one thing, Brian Christopher, if you do have that USWA title, and I can talk those fossil Eddie Marlin into signing a title match this week, I will leave the champion, Dave Brown.
Well, you got your special referee. Whether you get the match signed as a title match does depend on a couple of things, and one being if Brian still has the title after the match, which is coming up right here against the Dream Machine with the USWA title on the line. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with that title match right after this. Or one full 60-minute time limit. But Ford Television can bring you a major title match, and of course the USWA heavyweight title is just that. Brian Christopher, the champion. He has made this belt his own. This is the belt that has a very rich history going back. Jerry Lawler, of course, for many years, everyone just considered the belt belonged to Jerry. Brian Christopher is trying to make the belt his own for that long a period of time, too. His opponent in there right now, the Dream Machine, Troy Graham. Dream Machine back in action after a long layoff caused by an injury some time ago. He had a broken leg, but he is back. He came back with a vengeance. Back, first of all, as partners with Jerry Lawler, won a battle royal, turned on Jerry Lawler.
Oh, yeah, wasn't that something?
Sucker punched him right out here one day. But today, he is going against Brian Christopher. Brian takes off the USWA heavyweight title, hands it to the referee, and we will get it over here for safekeeping. That is what is at stake in this match. And let's see, bring the belt on over here, and we'll hang on to it. The referee says, let's get going with a championship match. And here's Corey Mackey.
Thank you, Dave Brown. We're underway with it. The Dream Machine, Troy Graham, challenging Brian Christopher, the USWA champion. Boy, this is the main event anywhere in wrestling, let me tell you. What a great bout right here today, and we're bringing it to you, fans, right here on USWA Wrestling. The Dream Machine and Brian Christopher.
Dream Machine has really had a nasty attitude since he's been back. He sort of had a hidden agenda, I think, as he came back into action in the USWA, but it didn't take long for that to be revealed, and he has not been a nice person to be around since he's been here.
Yeah, what happened happened with this Dream Machine, as you recall, Dave, was brought in here by the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and came in, looked good, everything looked nice with the Dream Machine coming in here, but all of a sudden, his stock went down quickly in there as he won that battle royal, as you mentioned earlier.
Brian Christopher, tough battles. Not only a rugged battle here today with a title at stake against the Dream Machine, but if he can hang on to it, you heard Doug Gilbert say minutes ago, he's going to try to get with the promoter and see if their next match, which is coming up just here in the next few days, if Eddie Marlin will not make that a title match, too.
Whoa! Dream Machine misses with the elbow. Christopher saw him coming and he got out of the way, and then the Dream Machine missed as he went to drop with a big elbow.
That's one of the reasons Brian Christopher has been able to keep that USWA title for such a long, long time. He was just back barely under the bottom rope to stop the count. Just barely under there and then backed out of the ring again. Now here he's back.
Roy Graham, the Dream Machine, standing in, challenging Brian Christopher, the champion today. Uppercut from the Dream Machine.
He jabbed him in the throat with both fingers, both sets of fingers.
Goes long. Takes him now that time. Oh, this Dream Machine is awfully tough. Let me tell you, when you're wrestling against him, you don't know what to expect from this guy. Veteran, and he can wrestle, fans. Let me tell you, and he can fight, too. Christopher! Misses. I thought maybe he could have had him there with a good-looking move. Went in and missed the Dream Machine, came running out of that corner.
Uncharacteristic mistake by Brian Christopher as he went in a little too eager there. I was just thinking, I think a lot of veteran wrestlers like the Dream Machine, maybe they don't realize just what a veteran Brian Christopher himself is. He looks young, and okay, he hasn't been wrestling that many years, but boy, he has really been in a lot of rugged, top-flight matches. And a mistake like that, you just don't see him make that much. He's still suffering from it. That could very well turn this match around and give the championship to the Dream Machine.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. It could. As of right now, it looks good for the Dream Machine. He's taken up and over. Christopher catches him as he comes off the rope. Roy Graham picks up Christopher now, slams him down with a body slam. And the Dream Machine going around 100 right now, and Christopher down in the middle of the ring, and misses! Comes off with the leg and misses right over the middle rope.
Big mistake by the Dream Machine. He sat there on the ropes. He telegraphed that move forever. Brian Christopher had plenty of time to set and move. And now Brian back into the action here.
Brian Christopher, the USWA heavyweight champion, defending his title here today at a top defense man. Oh, boy! Comes off the ropes with a flying crash and catches referee Kevin Christian. Kevin is out, and here's Doug Gilbert out.
Doug Gilbert out at ringside, tosses a chain into the Dream Machine.
Dream Machine going on top now. He's climbing up on the rope. Climbing. Whoa, look out! Here's the key now. Comes over the Dream Machine.
Brian's got the chain, hands it to the referee. Smart move from Brian. He didn't use it.
Referee falls on the ball. Oh! Brian Christopher will retain the USWA heavyweight title. He holds on to it with a victory over the Dream Machine in there, huh?
Smart move by Brian. The temptation is to wrap that chain around his own fist and pop the Dream Machine with it while the referee is still... No, while the referee is still not right there, but he didn't. He handed it to the referee. Sir, look what he brought into the ring.
Brian Christopher do that too often.
Very true.
Worked out for him that time.
It sure does. Disqualification on the Dream Machine for bringing that chain into the ring. Still, the USWA heavyweight champion is Brian Christopher. That's not all. We're going to talk to him, and we'll have lots more going on from the USWA. Moondog's scheduled to go. Stay with us. champion, Brian Christopher, successfully defends his USWA title right here today, and we've got a lot more coming up. I'd like to maybe take an opportunity to talk to Brian a little bit. Had a couple of minutes during the commercial break to kind of catch his breath. And here he is, greeting the fans as he has his way. A couple of friendly comments from those folks. And Brian, congratulations. Good win for you.
Well, you know, any win is a good win, and I'll take them any way I can. Now, a few minutes ago, I heard Doug Gilbert come out here, and Doug Gilbert was running his mouth like he always does. And Doug Gilbert was challenging me to a match this week, Monday night, for my belt.
Right.
And Doug Gilbert, you said, if I make it through this match. Well, Doug Gilbert, I made it through this match. I've still got the title right here in my hand, and I'm not a coward. I'm not scared of any man. And Doug Gilbert, there's nobody on God's green earth that I would rather have in the ring this week than you. But there's only one thing that's bothering me. And Eddie Marlin's already told me that this match is signed, it's confirmed, and it's going to happen. But like I said, there's one thing bothering me. And I want to get Eddie Gilbert to come out here right now, because Joe Gilbert had his brother come out here, and they said that he's going to be the special referee.
Eddie has agreed to be the special referee. Has Eddie Marlin signed off on that? Is that Eddie? He's told you, sorry? All right. Well, Eddie, apparently this match is set. It's going to be Doug against Brian, and you will be the special referee.
Well, I just real quick here, Brian, I got to tell you something. I'm not looking forward to this at all. I just want everyone to understand that right now. I am not looking forward to refereeing this match at all.
Well, Eddie Gilbert, you better start looking forward to it, okay? Because this is a very, very important match. And I would much rather have one of the USWA officials in there to count the man's shoulders. But instead, it's going to be you. And last week you came out here, and you were, I guess you could say, singing the blues, right? And I agreed to be your tag team partner, right? And I held up my end of the bargain, right?
Yeah, and I feel I held up my end, too.
Okay.
I feel that, yeah.
Okay. Now, last week, I'll have to agree with you. You held up your end of the bargain. But what's it going to be like this week when it's your own brother in there one-on-one against me? That's what I don't like, Dave Brown. You know, blood is thicker than water. Everybody knows that. And we're just water, Eddie Gilbert. I wouldn't even consider us friends. I helped you out for 1 week. Now, what's to say you're not going to turn your back on me this week and side with your brother, Eddie?
There's nothing that I can stand here and say to you and say to any of these people over here, anybody at home watching right now, that's going to convince them of anything. I know that. I felt that last week when I was in the ring with you. I felt that when I had to stand back and try to choose and decide what to do when you and Doug were fighting each other. But I think I did exactly what everyone thought I wouldn't do. I tackled my brother down, and I also tackled you down. Because to me, I'm going to be very honest with you, I don't like seeing two people like you and Doug fight anymore. I don't want to see that, don't care. But I will tell you this. I stood out here last week, I took you right off over here, didn't I? And I whispered something in your ear.
Yeah.
And I told you, I'm going to let everyone else know right now what I told Brian Christopher. I told them if last week, by some chance, by some fluke, if I had some kind of great master plan in mind and turned on you last week, that you wouldn't ever see my face in USWA ever again.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Okay. So what I'm going to tell you is, yes, I will referee this match straight down the middle. And yes, if your shoulders hit that mat, I will give you a 3 count. But also, if that so-called brother of mine and his shoulders hit that mat, I'm going to give him a 3 count. It's going to make his head spin, brother.
Well, that's what I like to hear, Eddie. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to ask you, well, no, I'm going to tell you, you better not double-cross me, okay? Now, Doug Gilbert, how's it going to feel, Doug Gilbert, when your own flesh and blood is counting your shoulders because I beat you 1, 2, 3.
Brian apparently pretty well satisfied with the situation now. You've given him your assurance you're going to call it down the middle.
Well, Dave, I do realize that all these people in Memphis, Tennessee are sitting back right now and they're saying Eddie Gilbert is going to have to prove himself to us. He's done so many things in the past. And just like you, Dave, I know you're thinking the same thing. And Brian, I know you are. But I'm going to tell you something. Come Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum, I've got some enjoyable matches coming up. And the greatest one of all is when Mr. So-Called Brother Tommy Wildfire Rich steps into the ring with me in a Tennessee street fight. Well, I am Tennessee born and Tennessee bred. And when I die, I'll be Tennessee dead, Tommy Rich. And it wasn't just too long ago when Tommy Rich turned on me, got me down in the middle of the ring, kicked me in the ribs, busted my head wide open. That's not a brother. If my brother George Gilbert wants to call Tommy Rich a brother, well, we must not come from the same family. This coming Monday night, Tommy, I'm going to start with you. And I'm going to show everybody in Memphis, Tennessee, just what Eddie Gilbert and what kind of good guy I can be. And let me tell you something. When I'm bad, I'm bad. And when I'm good, I'm very bad.
Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. I tell you what, it's going to be some interesting night coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum.
That will be a fight and a half, boy, when Eddie Gilbert and Tommy Rich used to be partners from some time ago, and here recently as well, and bad blood right now.
Oh, you're exactly right. We'll see what happens Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment. Let's catch up on the entire card. 7:30 is when it starts, Monday night. Colorado Kid. You saw him here in our opening match today. He'll be going against Leon Downs in the opening match. Spellbinder will be going against Stephen Dunn from Well Done. Also, a couple of fine individual wrestlers should make for a good single match. The Rotten Brothers with
Flamboyant Freddie
Flamboyant Freddie. He's going to be in their corner. Brought them in here last week, I believe, for the first time. This is a tough-looking team, but they're going against a tough team, too, in the Spiders. Bert Prentice brought the Spiders in here. We'll be looking at them a little bit later today on USWA Wrestling, too. Rotten Brothers against the Spiders. That should be a good match coming up Monday night to get tag team action underway. Smoky Mountain title then at stake. Dream Machine, Troy Graham, against Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony, and I guess almost certainly Tony will have Kimberly with him. Dirty White Boy against Dream Machine, Smoky Mountain title match, hospital elimination match.
Look out for this, boy. Moondog.
And you got Billy Travis, Billy Joe, and Don Bass. This, I think, probably the first time that these got together. Everybody said, well, Moondog's going to win that one. That one's just about it. But not so. Listen. Billy Joe Travis and Don Bass have had about as much success against the Moondogs as anybody in recent memory, and they'll go at it again, but hospital elimination rules. Somebody's going to be hauled off on a stretcher. That's Monday night in that match at the Coliseum. Then a couple of single matches coming up. For one, this one right here, the USWA title is at stake. Brian Christopher confirmed that Eddie Marlin has said, yep, the match is booked. The title will be on the line. Brian has agreed. All right, I'll defend the title against Doug Gilbert, special referee in the match, and a bit of uncertainty here, I think, still on the part of Brian Christopher and many of the fans, but the special referee who promises to call him right down the middle will be Doug's brother, Eddie Gilbert. Look out for action with the USWA title at stake Monday night. Then, Tennessee street fight rules. You heard Eddie Gilbert talking about it. He is going to be going against Tommy Wildfire Rich, their former partners. At one time, the six of them, Doug Gilbert, Eddie Gilbert, and Tommy Rich, were almost unbeatable in the USWA or anywhere else. But you saw that little piece of videotape a few moments ago with Tommy going after Eddie Gilbert. Eddie still harbors considerable resentment about that, and he will be taking on Tommy Rich, trying to get revenge Monday night. Main event of the night, the unified world heavyweight title at stake. The champion will be there. We're talking about the king, Jerry Lawler. And he'll be going against Big Adam Bomb out of the WWF. Here's Dream Machine. What is this?
Going to be over. Where is he at now? Ever since I've been back to the USWA Lawler, you've been dodging me, man.
You've been flying out to New York City. You've been flying out to Nashville. Where is he at now? He wants to slip out here and Pearl Harbor me from behind. You know why? Because you're like Memphis. You're built on a bluff. Your ego is inflated. Your laws are outdated. They don't apply anymore. You can't rely anymore. Where's Lawler? You think it's over? It's never going to be over, because I got news for you, man. I'm sick of you. Plumb up to my top of my head, to the bottom of my feet. And he wants to slip out here and push me off the top rope. Whenever I get a chance to you, Lawler, I'm going to whip you from one end of the Coliseum to the arena to Louisville, Evansville. It don't make no difference, Lawler.
All right, he came out here because you had just, Doug Gilbert had thrown you a chain. And if you don't mind, this is not your interview time. We were just telling folks about the action at the Mid-South Coliseum Monday night coming up here.
I do mind, Lawler. You've been God, you mean it's like I said. Everywhere I try to get a chance to do that politics.
This is not your interview time. We're taking a break, and you get out of here. Hey, big action, of course, we've already told you about Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. But also the softball game up in Lexington, Tennessee. Yeah. Here's Eddie Gilbert coming out here right now to talk a little bit more about it. Got rained out last week, and the weather will be good for the rescheduled date, which is tomorrow. I would say that the chances of rain are 0, but a friend of mine did that once.
You know, right?
Well, a friend of mine in South Carolina one night said chance of rain is 0, and they had an inch and a half by the time he got back to the station. So I'll say the chance is less than 10% of rain tomorrow.
I tell you what, Dave, yes, tomorrow afternoon in Lexington, Tennessee, my hometown, Jerry Lawler is bringing his Army up there with Brian Christopher on the team to play against Eddie's Army. And my brother Doug will be playing on the team. The mayor of Lexington, David Jowers, is our coach, special coach. State Representative Steve McDaniel is a special coach of Lawler's Army and everything. Brian, why don't you go ahead and start talking about the game a little bit? Let me go over here and get someone that knows all about the game.
Okay, very good.
Well, Eddie, don't drift off too far, because I got something to tell you. The last year I played against Lawler's Army many, many times, and I never once won a game. With any of my teams, we never beat them. And this year, Eddie, I know that team is real good. Real good. And now they've added me. They were tough, but now they're double tough. I don't know if there's anybody that can beat Lawler's Army this year. I bet you Lawler's Army could give the Atlanta Braves a run for their money. So I really don't think any team you put together, is she playing? I don't think any team you put together will give Lawler's Army any problems at all.
Well, Dave, I ran over here to get a great friend of mine from Lexington. Her name's Willa Jones, and this game is in the memory of her mother, Mabel Manus, who was a patient at the West Tennessee dialysis thing, which all the money's going for. And Willa, if you would tell everyone about where the money's going and the proceeds and everything, and let people know
what. The money goes into a patient care fund. It helps to pay medical bills. It's not covered by the insurance. It helps to provide transportation back and forth. And a lot of the money will be spent for people that have had transplants. They have to come from Jackson into Memphis a lot, and it helps to provide that for them. And you don't need to be worried about the Atlanta Braves. You better be worried about us.
Well, Wilda, maybe you can dip down into your own pocket and we can get us a little side bet going, okay?
Dave, very quickly, I'll get back to the show here. I just want to tell everyone this is the event. Tomorrow afternoon in Lexington, everyone in West Tennessee is talking about this game. If you've got nothing to do, come on up to Lexington, 2 o'clock. God be Amos Park, Lexington, Tennessee, my hometown. The second game also got 2 games. Jerry Lawler's Army with Brian Christopher are going to face any office holders or any candidates running for election this year up there. So if anyone out there ever wants to see some of your favorite politicians maybe get a softball knocked down their throat, come on out there tomorrow afternoon in Lexington. We'll see you.
Sounds like it's going to be quite an afternoon up there. It's going to be Lawler's Army against Eddie Gilbert's team, and man, that should be fun. Rained out last week, but tomorrow, 2 o'clock, IB Amos Park in Lexington. Corey?
Indeed, it's going to be a big day down there, Lexington, Tennessee. Heard Brian Christopher saying they could beat the Atlanta Braves. I don't know if they can beat the St. Louis Cardinals, though, huh?
I don't know. The Braves scored 19 runs yesterday, you know.
Hey, let's take a look at the rest of action. Coming up Friday night, April 22nd, Camden, Tennessee, Camden Central High School. There it is, man. big night lined up for Camden. Moondog Battle Royal. The King will be in Camden, Tennessee as well. Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher there as well. You see all of them. Eddie Gilbert, Doug Gilbert, all in Camden, Tennessee. Billy Joe Travers, John Bass, that big Moondog Battle all take place in Camden Friday, April 22nd. Same night, wrestling coming to Ashland. Ashland, Mississippi, there at Ashland High School. You'll see the Spiders there. Ken Wayne, Ladies Match, King Cobra, Spellbinder, all in Ashland, Mississippi at the Ashland High School. Jonesboro, Arkansas, coming up. Jonesboro, Saturday, April 23rd, Earl Bell Community Center on Church Street. The Moondogs will be in Jonesboro. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Brian Christopher, Billy Joe Chavez, and Don Bass will be there. The Dream Machine, Doug Gilbert, all lined up for Jonesboro, Arkansas. Thursday, April 28th, Blue Mountain, Mississippi. Blue Mountain, Mississippi. At the Blue Mountain High School. Tickets on sale at the school. USWA Top Stars in Blue Mountain and USWA Wrestling coming Friday, April 29th. Troy, Tennessee. O'Brien Central High School in Troy, Tennessee. Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher, Eddie Gilbert, Billy Joe Travis, Doug Gilbert, all in Troy, Tennessee. And there it is, they're coming soon. USWA Wrestling coming in Hernando, Mississippi. Rival Arkansas and Crenshaw, Mississippi. That is USWA Championship Wrestling on tour. Talk with the mayor of Crenshaw. Got a big night lined up for wrestling coming up on Friday, May 13th. Crenshaw, Mississippi. I'll be down there. Look for a big night of wrestling in Crenshaw. That's wrestling on tour. Nothing like being there. See it live when it comes to your time.
You're exactly right. Don't forget the softball game tomorrow at 2 o'clock in Lexington, Tennessee. This is the man who will be leading his army there. There's the King, Jerry Lawler. Jerry taking time to point out there's the camera right there. There he comes. Jerry, the King Lawler, tough action coming up for you, King.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All sorts of action. Certainly looking forward to being up in Lexington, Tennessee tomorrow. That's going to be big. I heard Eddie Gilbert out here and all of these people all over. Oh, thank you, Mr. Dollar.
The unified title has just arrived, and its owner has it in hand.
What was that for? I don't have to have this out here every time.
I guess we can just take it for granted that, I guess you are the champion.
Mr. Coffee wanted to be on TV. That's okay. Got a good little shot of him there. I guess they'd like to make a little guest appearance. Sort of like I like to enjoyed making that little guest appearance a few minutes ago in Brian Christopher's match. And I heard the Dream Machine out here running his mouth off about what people do. I guess he didn't stop to think about what he was fixing to do with that chain right there, did he?
All right, now, Troy. Dream Machine headed this way. This is the King's interview time.
Oh, I guess it's not my interview.
No, it is.
Tell King to leave, huh?
Because it's his interview time.
Tell him to leave. Why don't you leave, Lawler? You out here worried about softball? The hell with softball?
Hey, watch your mouth here, King.
I don't have to watch my mouth.
Yeah, well, you do if you want to be on this television station.
I'll thank your whole stinking family, Spears. And I thank your mama, your daddy. Hey, what are you going to do about it? Hey!
Oh, man. Dream Machine, no business out here to begin with. Lawler out here for his interview. We didn't even get to talk to him much. And all of a sudden, here comes the Dream Machine shows up.
Absolutely no business out here, she said.
Dream Machine upset because he claims Lawler's dodging him and won't wrestle him in a match. Hey, look out. Yep, get security away. Yeah. Battling over in the corner.
Man, let me tell you, what match left between these two.
All right.
They just
Put
do
some
not
security
like each
people
other.
on that door over there.
Yeah, better get some security. Cameras out that way, too. There they are.
Where are they? They're back in a prop storage area back in the back. Still going at each other. Dream Machine looks like he's about half ripped Lawler's shirt off. Whoa! Folded metal chair. And Troy Graham rammed his fist right into it.
This Dream Machine has just gone berserk here today.
Oh, Lawler! Oh my goodness! Reverse.
They're going outside now, baby.
Oh, they got the door open. Look out in the parking lot.
Oh, boy. Up against the television man there.
Yep.
Well, outside going on.
Boy, they're in the back of a pickup truck. Oh, boy. There's Kevin Christian, the referee, trying to back Jerry Lawler away. Lawler just shoves him down. And here comes Dream Machine back for more. There's Eddie Marlin, I see, coming up on the right. Oh, boy, Graham just smacked him upside of the head there. Now he's got him separated there. Is that Lawler still there? Yeah, he is. I don't know what he threw at him, but he just threw something at the Dream Machine. Oh, boy. Now the door's up. Look out. He nailed him as Lawler was starting right back into the building. Oh, man, this one, they're trying to get them separated right now, right at the door. There's Leon Downs, I see. And it looks like Eddie Marlin has got Jerry Lawler, and they got him back in the building. And they're holding Dream Machine away from him so they can get things separated.
Dream Machine, I'm going to tell you, this guy.
Wow, man.
Yeah, wow.
Well, it goes back a long, long way, and it took us a while to realize that when Dream Machine first came back in here. But there's lots of bad blood between Dream Machine and his own mind, especially against Jerry Lawler. We'll be back with more in a moment.
It started with an idea that has now won the prestigious Thomas Edison Patent Award, which annually recognizes major innovations in technology. The award was won by Exxon for a gasoline additive that...
around here. Oh, man. Let me say, let's review a match which occurred this past week. Memphis Mid-South Coliseum Moondogs going against Billy Joe Travis and Don Bass. And in this one, it was a handicap advantage match. Exactly. Figure all the things going on. Take a look at the video, and we'll talk more about it in a moment.
Wow, what balls when you see Bass and Travis take on these Moondogs. Man, how about that Bass nails Moondog spot until he gets him over in the cage. It's a handicap advantage. Yeah. Handicap advantage now for Bass and Travis. Whoa! How long Don Bass? Man, he is unloading on the Moondog. Let me tell you, this Bass is not playing around, Bass. He is a fighter indeed. Pulls back, nails the Moondog again with that metal sign. Bass with that metal sign. Time after time. Nailing away on big Moondog left to there. Billy Joe Travis. They've got Moondog that got it busted open. And outlaw Don Bass, man, is ringing from right there with that big metal sign. Nails away on that big Moondog left. Hey, there's Ronnie Lott down. Hey, Ronnie, what are you doing? Come on. Hey, come on. Ronnie Lott comes down and nails referee's gut butt. Right in the back of the head. With a shield goes a piece of the cage. And Ronnie Lott is going. He gets the Moondog. Well, jump on Billy Joe Travis. Oh, my goodness. Man, oh, man. War continues in Mid-South Coliseum. Action after action in there now. Now the handicap advantage has turned around at the 5-minute mark. And the Moondogs nail away on Billy Joe Travis in there. Oh, here comes out. Jeff Gaylord. Spellbinder come out. And the Moondog busts his referee Frank Morrell. Oh, man. This Moondog Rick goes out and nails a spellbinder. Throws him into that cage. Fought with that metal sign. Oh, my goodness. Moondog Rick into that spellbinder and Spot is swinging that metal sign. The USWA Tap Dynamite. Moondogs have got that tap on the pieces. Oh, my goodness. The Moondogs lead Billy Joe Travis in the middle of the ring. And I tell you, he is hurt, fans. Well, they hit him out of the ring and onto the stretcher, and,
well, you saw what happened right there, and then all that situation. But got some tape.
Oh.
Damn, Billy, you know, I said, come here, Big Don. I said 2 weeks ago I've never been beaten like that before. Well, last week, they had to carry me out on the stretcher. Let me tell you something, Moondog. I am sick and tired of it. Well, this week, somebody's going to get carried out. Somebody's going to get busted open this week, boss. And let me tell you something. We're going to take you out, I promise you. You better get out of here, you little goose.
Ronnie Lott, what? Now, look, we've already had one confrontation out there. We're not ready for another one.
I want to make it clear right now, girls. Listen up. You and your boyfriend over here. My dogs are in the building. Don't be getting wise, all right? I'm sick and tired. No more. It's done. Finished. Forget it. No more. No, wait a minute. Wait, let me tell you something. It is finished because all we do is we beat you up. That's all we do. No more. Understand? No more.
Here's my bill, here's my hand.
No more, Don.
Hey, let me say one thing to you. Hold it a second. I'm going to give you a reason you and your Moondog want to wrestle Don Bass.
What kind of reason, darling? You're going down, Lost. That's not all you're going to get, you little stinking puss. I'll smack your teeth right on your face.
Look out! Look out! Here come the Moondog.
What's your date?
Watch out, Corey. Moondogs are loose out here. Watch it. Well, they've got gathering up Ronnie Lott. Yeah. Just dragging him out of here after he was nailed by Don Bass. Lott brought it on himself. He had no business even being in here.
And they're still dragging him through the door back there, trying to get him out of here.
Well, let that be a lesson to Ronnie Lott, is all I can say. Don't come showing up where you don't belong. Here he comes, big fur coat on. Reggie B. Fine, his partner Leon down. And here they come. What they excite the crowd as they head out. Spinning the webs. It's the Spiders. Bert Prentice in their corner.
Look at that place over that spider web on that coat over there Reggie Fine's wearing.
Well,
won't be the winner.
I tell you what, they really... Reggie was out, strutting around here at his grand entrance, and he was preempted all of a sudden when the Spiders arrived. The fans love him. Hey, what's up with these crabs? Somebody was playing all this stuff there tonight, man.
Come on, Reggie.
Yeah, well,
Insulting the Spiders over there.
Reggie B. Fine not happy. Leon Downs in the ring. Spiders are in the ring. We are just about set to go with this match. Tag team action coming up here. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Bert Prentice. Hey, Bert, if you don't mind, hang around. I want to talk to you about these Spiders during this match right here a little bit. As soon as we get the signal from referee Kevin Christian, we will get this underway.
The warm-up jacket of Reggie B. Fine, the warm-up coat is headed out. He's ready to go for his side.
Here we go. Bert, you brought these Spiders in a couple of weeks ago. You told us they were an exciting team, and I think just their entrance right there proves that you're exactly right.
Well, they've only been here 2 weeks, but so far, Dave, undefeated, doing great wrestling, showing the fans these two can compete, and I just smell some title belts real soon.
Well, you've got some tough action coming up. Here today, of course, you got Reggie B. Fine. Reggie, I think, a little bit misleading sometimes, but he's a wrestler that you can't overlook. And Leon Downs, he's a tall, lanky wrestler, and you put he and Reggie B. Fine together, and this could be a tough match.
They're a tough tag team, and I'm not going to take nothing away from them. There's a lot of tough tag teams. There's a lot of tough wrestlers in the USWA right now. I'm excited to be here. There's so much going on, it's hard to follow. With the dilemma with Eddie and Doug Gilbert, who really knows what's going on? Eddie's, I'm starting to believe a little bit more, but you don't know. And it seems like everybody's out with Jerry Lawler, which has been the case forever. And Brian Christopher has his battles. Tommy Rich going off the wall every time he turns around. It's never boring at the USWA.
You're exactly right. Loose Cannon, Tommy Rich, are right there anytime he's around. And then you bring in the great talent like you have obviously done here with the Spiders team. There's another team, and I'm sure you've seen them. We haven't seen them too much here on TV. We're going to get a look at them a little later on. By the way, if you don't mind, come back during that match and let's talk about it too. But your Spiders are going to have to be going against the Rotten Brothers, Bad Breed, a little later on.
I have seen the Rock Brothers before, about a year ago, back in the Global Wrestling Network. And, you know, they're impressive, they're big, they're starting to run their mouths. And I hope when they get in the ring with the Spiders, they know that they just might get caught in that proverbial web.
Spiders looking good against Leon Downs. They make a tag.
I did want to mention, Dave, some big news. I watched last night the Monday Night Memories video. It's available this week in all the arenas. The 60-minute video, complete with Jimmy Hart's of the video, the Hall of Fame inductions, the best of Memphis matches. It's incredible. It's on sale this week in all the arenas. I got the sneak preview last night. This tape is incredible. Fans, it goes on this week.
That was one of the most exciting nights ever at the Mid-South Coliseum. Here's the count of 3. And Bert the Spider is victorious again, as they have defeated Reggie B. Fine and Leon Downs in the action here. And Bert he was excited about this team even before we saw him. I remember him coming out here one day, and he came by and he said, I'm not going to stay long. I just want to tell you, one of the best teams in a long time is headed into the USWA. I'm bringing them in, the Spiders. Well, here they are. As he mentioned, they're undefeated.
And Reggie B. Fine says that it's hard to find good health. Leon Downs and Reggie B. Fine go down.
There you go, Reggie. Always blame somebody else. Blame the Spiders. They look very good. We'll be back in a moment. Mid-South Coliseum, 7:30 Monday night. Here's Eddie Marlin right here. Eddie, I know you...
So right when you said action's coming up, I changed the card. First, Jerry Lawler just insisted on coming out here. I've never seen him as mad as he is right now, but I asked him, please do not come out here so we can get on with today's program. Ain't no telling what would happen when he come out. And I changed the card. That card that you had is obsolete. And the main event of that card is a grudge unified heavyweight title match, Jerry Lawler against the Dream Machine.
Whoa.
That's the main card. These changes here. And like I said, Lawler's never been so mad in his life, and I wouldn't be in Dream Machine's shoes for $1 million.
Well, I can understand after that thing with the back of the pickup truck and out in the parking lot and everywhere else. So the match has been signed. Let's run down the whole thing here, and we'll make changes as needed as we go along. Opening match of the night. This Colorado Kid against Leon Downs. Then you got in the next match Spellbinder going against Stephen Dunn from Well Done. No changes here. Rotten Brothers with flamboyant Freddie Fargo, man. Going against the Spiders and Bert Prentice. That should be an outstanding tag team match right there.
Indeed.
All right, let's see.
Smoky Mountain title.
Okay. I believe maybe not. I'm not sure about the Smoky Mountain title match, if it will occur or not, fans. I know it will not be against the Dream Machine, however, if Dirty White Boy is defending that title. I do know the hospital elimination match is going to occur. Moondogs with Ronnie Lott against Billy Joe Travis and Don Bass. That match is definitely on, and in this one, somebody's going to be hauled out of there on a stretcher. Then you got 2 single matches coming up. In one of them, the USWA title is going to be at stake. Brian Christopher successfully defended his title today. Still champion. Got a good win, but now immediately has to turn around and defend that belt Monday night against Doug Gilbert. Don't forget, too, there's a special referee in this match, Doug Gilbert's brother, Eddie. But Eddie has promised Brian Christopher and Doug Gilbert. He's promised both of them. I'm going to call this one right down the middle. It's a dangerous situation, I think. Maybe a little more dangerous for Brian Christopher than for Doug Gilbert. And if you stand back and just look at it, but we'll see what happens. Monday night, the USWA title at stake. Tennessee Street Fight match, a revenge match. Eddie Gilbert will be going against Tommy Wildfire Rich after Tommy turned on Eddie. And we saw some highlights of that a little bit earlier. Well, Eddie says, put me in the ring with him. I can't wait. And make it Tennessee Street Fight rules. Then, the main event of the night, and this is a revised, okay, yeah, that's it right there. Don't have pictures, obviously. The match has just been changed, and it is going to be the Dream Machine going against Jerry Lawler, the main event grudge match, and I heard Eddie say also that the unified title is going to be at stake. Yeah. So that's the action. Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Action. 7:30. Action is the word. There is no doubt about it. Make your plans to be right there at ringside. Make plans stay right here We'll return in a moment.
You have loved ones who depend on you.
Yeah, it's on. What are you doing? You've got a match.
Nobody hits Ronnie Lott. Nobody. I'll tell you right now. Hey, look at me, cameraman. Come here, brother. Bring it on my face. Billy Travis, that miserable bag. I want you now, my friend. Right now.
You should never have been out here to begin with. Let me remind you, Ronnie Lott, you had no business being out here. You came out here, you interfered with their interview.
What is me? Nobody hits me. You had no business out
Well,
here.
if you hadn't been here, you wouldn't have gotten hit. It's as simple as that.
I've been miserable since I've been here. We've been beating them up. Marlin, no way, Marlin. No way.
Here's Eddie.
You got a match. Get in the ring and have your match. Billy Travis and Don Bass said they was not coming out unless you put those belts on the line. I told you that before. Belts? You want belts, Marlin? Rock and roll. Here's your belt. Here's your belt. Here's your belt. Take it. Take the belt. I'll put them on. I stutter, Marlin. I stutter. Travis and Don Bass, you listen.
Are you telling me we're going to have a championship match here?
It's a title match. Here comes Travis and Bass.
A championship match. Billy Joe Travis has arrived. Here's Don Bass. Oh, boy.
Broke the crutch right over Outlaw Bass's back. Hey, Travis goes over. Nails Ronnie Lott. Man, what action.
Travis just smacked Ronnie Lott over here in the corner for good measure. Got the folding metal chair. Went after the Moondog in the ring.
Billy Joe Travis. Double uppercut. We've got ourselves, Dave, a tag team match here today.
I just gently sounded the bell there to get this one underway.
Oh, look out.
Action started. Whoa, the Moondog rammed into the desk over here, and the title belt. Big street sign. Boom. Boom with the Moondog. Nailed repeatedly by Don Bass over here.
He's breaking him down with that big metal sign.
Hey, Billy Joe's got the folded metal chair in the ring, working on the other one. Ronnie Lott is screaming. He's livid. He can't believe it. He is so steamed. He was upset. Earlier, Don Bass smacked him. And for that reason, Lott came out here like a raving maniac.
Well, Lott, as you pointed out, Dave, had no business out here. His name wasn't even on the list to be here for an interview at the time. He came out here, interrupted Travis and Bass, and he got just what he should have got in there.
Look out, he's in the ring there. He nails Billy Joe Travis with his shoe. Referee didn't see it.
Oh, boy. And the Moondog Rush has covered Billy Joe Travis. He's got him covered in there. Don Bass flushed under the rope. Oh, but he nailed the big Moondog, but just a second too late, his referee called for the bell. He had called for the bell right before Donnie got in there. And Moondog to Rush.
I didn't see what happened. One of the Moondogs was lying on the table over here.
And the referee has raised a hand of Billy Joe Travis.
They got the belt.
And Bass, yeah. Travis and Bass.
What are you nuts?
Get the hand raised.
Wait a minute. I want to see it. Bring back the tape. Bring back the tape.
Well, I don't know if we can roll back the tape or not.
Hey,
Bring back.
Ronnie, get him out of here now, Ronnie. Enough is enough.
Hey, all right, here's the tape right here. Count as 1, 2, what? All right, but we still didn't see what happened exactly at the end here. All right, oh, I see. Okay, there's the cover 1. Yeah, all right, it's very confusing, I got to tell you. And I didn't see it live. Kevin, one of the Moondogs was over here, and I didn't see what happened either. Corey saw what was going on there as the count was made.
Okay, well, see, I didn't see that part either, Dave. I didn't see that part either, so I guess the only thing I can do is just reverse the decision then, and I guess I have to say that the Moondogs won the match because they got the original pin.
So, decision is reversed officially?
Yeah. Because from what it showed on the tape, when I made the count, than it was the Moondog who had
I'm
those
not a businessman, that's why. That's why.
Yeah, you're an honest businessman. I'm not believing that, but I'm believing the referee here.
Roll that tape back again.
All right, yeah, I'd like to see it again, too, if we can do that. And let's watch this whole thing. Yeah. Let's watch the whole thing. Here we go, right here. There's Billy Joe. He's got it covered, no doubt about it. Hey, look at Ronnie Lott hit him with a shoe. It sure was.
I've seen it, and all these people have seen it, so I am holding up the belt. You're not the champion, they're not the champion. Oh, come on, man. No champion.
That's the correct decision. Yeah, after seeing that, and thank you for that, Eddie.
Yeah, good
for
decision.
pointing out exactly what happened as Ronnie Lott nailed him with a shoe right there, which led up to that whole series. Let's get him out of here. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Get him out. Here, Bert Prentice, we asked to join us again because your team, the Spiders, is going to be going against these Rotten Brothers in the next few days. And we just wanted to kind of get some comments about these guys. You say you've seen them before in Global and other places.
You know, things change in a year, Dave, and I'm sure they've improved. And I did want to get a close-up look at them. What an exciting day here today.
Oh, man. Yeah, a little too exciting from time to time.
Yeah.
What a show. Jeff Gaylord run against, and I've forgotten which one is Axel. That's
Ian Rotten in there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's Ian that's in the ring,
right.
and
There's Axel out here. All right.
Axel's over there.
Well, I better get that straight because he turned around.
He's the one
gave me a nasty look for not knowing his name.
I guess he's the one with the most there. Neither one of them have much hair there.
Well, you know, let's not take nothing away from them. They're tough guys. They got a bad attitude about them. But I am real impressed. I don't want to come out here and sound like a bragger, but the Spiders are great, and I really think I can do something with them.
Well, the Spiders have looked good, and you pointed out their outstanding record in the USWA. It would not be prudent, though, to mention or notice that the Rotten Brothers are bigger than the Spiders.
Well, they are, but that doesn't mean nothing in professional wrestling. I've never seen a time like in the USWA. We must have 6 or 7 great tag teams right now who on any day of the week could win them belts. Great teams.
That's exactly right. Billy Joe Travis and Don Bass, of course, we thought were new champions briefly earlier today. The Moondogs, of course, wreak havoc anywhere they go. Now you got the Spiders, and you got Bad Breed, the Rotten Brothers here.
And Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher.
Absolutely.
Tommy Rich and whoever he shows up with.
Yeah, dangerous man anywhere. You're exactly right. Tony Williams, smallest man of the 4, and takes a shot from the big Rotten Brother as he comes into the ring.
That's Big Axel Rotten as he comes in, and boy,
these guys are tough. Tony Williams hanging in there.
Got a bear hug on Tony, you know.
Tony's not giving it up. Many wrestlers would have by now. He's reaching for the tag. He's trying to get to the corner, and he's got it.
He's got the tag on Gaylord. Here comes Jeff.
What is the referee doing? He's sending Gaylord out.
He didn't. Referee telling me he didn't see the tag in there. That's what he's saying.
Yep, been a tough day for the referee.
Right in. Tony's got a cover in there.
Well, come on, referee. Turn around.
He's got him. He's got it all by Big Axel. Falls off the rope. Touches Tony from behind. He rolls him up 2, 3. Rotten Brothers gets the win.
It takes 2 300-pound guys to beat Tony Williams. Well, I guess Tony Williams, that says something for him.
Come on, just get out of here.
The Rotten Brothers are here.
Shut up now. I'm sick and bloody tired of the USWA. I'm sick and tired of punks like him coming out here on my interview time. I'm sick of the Spiders coming out here talking about they're the best tag team in wrestling. This right here is what being evil, mean, and nasty's all about, boys. You and your little Spiders, you can't handle it. That's what I'm telling you right now. This is the best team in wrestling. Bert Prentice, why don't you make up your mind right now and tell all these people we're the greatest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. And if you had any offers of contract...
This will go on all day. If you had in the ring, we'll take a break. We will be back.
Hey, come on.
Spiders
but they'll be going at it. Let's take a look at the Monday night card, and we may not have pictures in the right order and all that, so bear with us, fans. There's been some changes here, but changes you're going to like at the Coliseum on Monday night. Spellbinder goes against Tony Falk in the opening match now. Then it'll be Colorado Kid going against Leon Downs. Following that, you've got the Rotten Brothers with Flamboyant Freddie Fargo against the Spiders. And I don't care what the Rotten Brothers say out here. And frankly, I mean, I think Bird was out here telling the truth, but this has got to be settled in the ring, and that's what will happen Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Two top tag teams going against each other. Then, Smoky Mountain title match, I am told, will occur. It'll be Dirty White Boy, but he will be going against Stephen Dunn of Well Done. Then, Hospital Elimination match, Moondogs with Ronnie Lott against Travis and Bass. Then it's going to be Doug Gilbert going against Brian Christopher. Eddie Gilbert, special referee, USWA title at stake. Then Tommy Rich against Eddie Gilbert in a Tennessee street fight. And then Lawler against the Dream Machine for the final main event of the night. What a night, Monday night, 7:30 at the Coliseum. We are out of time right here. We hope you'll join us next week for more action. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than the state.